Howdy ho! So this is video number 2 of new Mac owner. I'm a few days in now. Let's talk about impressions. Well, first of all, my Magic Mouse, I don't know, it's pulling little pieces there, so there's a couple of small cracks and scratches on the top of it. I didn't notice at the time when I unboxed it, but it actually was like that. There's been a bit to and fro via email. Amazon initially wanted me to send the whole machine back, and that basically said effing off. Long story short, there's a mouse on its way. That one works fine, but I paid a lot of money. I want the thing to be perfect. So, a few days in now. What should I think what's been happening? Right, printer. That was pretty much easy to set up. Got online, downloaded the driver, no problems there. Coming from Linux, I think it's a bit easier to be honest, because programs I'm used to using on Linux aren't the same as on the Mac. Like for mail client, I'm using Thunderbird, which is a mail client I've used before on Linux. Browser-wise, Chrome. I even managed to import my bookmarks and some of my passwords in, which is brilliant. I'm getting on a lot better now that I've managed to enable the right mouse button, right click on Magic Mouse, which is great. It's a shame the Magic Mouse's zoom feature doesn't work in Chrome, just in Safari. I'm still having problems finding anything, you know, where things actually are. You know, where if I install something, where has it disappeared to? And the only I've found finding little things is literally to go into Finder and then go to like applications and then look for it, which is not what I want. I want to be able to install shortcuts on the desktop. For example, like I've got the hard drive icon up here in the corner. That's fine, and it tells, you know, 993 gig. That's what the drive was when it came new. There's stuff on it now, so it should be smaller, but it's not like an active thing. And then, like, I don't think Apple don't do widgets as far as I can tell, so I can't have like an active. I mean, I've got this up here that shows me what sort of drive CPU usage. That's, and things like if I'm in a folder. This is really annoying. This is one of the most annoying things ever. In fact, if you're in a folder, okay, on the desktop, right? Okay, so if I select them, I want to know how big that size is. You know, if I was in Linux or Windows, it would tell me the bottom of the folder. You know, say I was in this folder here, and I've selected these 2 files. On the bottom here, it would show me, but it doesn't in Mac, and it really annoys me. It's an example, like I had an SD card and I wanted to format it, and normally it'd be right click format, but because most people on a Mac don't have the right click, you have to use this utility. It's a bit annoying. I've got one of my external drives plugged in, the real big one. Again, I recognise that fine, it's just a flat 32 file system. Unfortunately, this drive has the exact same problem it has in Windows and in Linux. It likes to spin down. Now in Linux it wasn't so much of a problem. In Windows, it used to throw up an error message, and in this it hates it because it keeps giving you the, you know, ejected badly button. Now I've installed the program that's supposed to compensate for that. It doesn't. It's really annoying. I'm still having extremely slow internet speed, so I don't know how long that's going to be. I haven't really messed about with the HD camera yet for FaceTime or. The screen is just amazingly beautiful. What I think is a big disadvantage is if Apple had Blu-ray, that'd be an awesome Blu-ray player, but as such, like if I put a couple of DVDs and watched them, they look shit, to be honest, because the screen's that high res, you have to sit that far back so you don't notice all the artifacts and stuff. But I mean, this background looks absolutely stunning. The machine itself is silent, which is awesome, but I've external drive. I need to figure out a way of getting more of my drives on. I've got another 2 or 3 drives with stuff that I need access to, so maybe like some kind of network storage. Torrent wise, I've got transmissional like I used before on Linux. I'm still having problems finding a media player that I really like, because at the moment I'm split between VLC, whatever Mac comes with, like some kind of QuickTime program, and a DVX one that I have to install. Don't like any of them. I use Totem on the Linux, but that's not really available properly for Mac. Again, it's just sort of finding things, and I miss. Oh, another thing. I miss my numeric keypad. I really do. Even though this is awesome, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, just little minor niggly things I'm just trying to get used to using. You know, how to find how much space I've got left on the drive, or you know, I want to make a shortcut on the desktop that's actually a proper active shortcut, so you know, so I know what's in, and I want to be able to delete things like removing the trash bar, which is really annoying, and I want to be able to resize more icons, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. Gaming, I've got a few games installed. I put my Steam client on and I had a couple of Mac platform crossers, so I got them in. I got another couple of games I bought. Good for gaming, I think. Haven't tried like a kind of controller yet, just been using the keyboard and mouse, which is not the best keyboard for that. Obviously, in the menu being up here rather than being in each window is a bit different, but overall, I'm really liking it. Yeah, I can see why people love these things. I've actually just started splitting the PC up for parts. It's going to rely up on eBay. It still runs just now, but I've pulled out the Blu-ray drive I had in it and the graphics card, so I'm just using, you know, the onboard graphics. The chip's worth a lot of money, so the chip's going to be. In fact, it's a very similar chip to what's in this. It's a Sandy Bridge i5, so that'll be coming out. But yeah, I'm kind of happy. I'm going to try use iMovie to edit this thing up, rather than whatever Sony Vegas used to use in Windows, because there's nothing in Linux for that. So that's me, guys. New Mac owner a few days in. So catch me shortly. Take care.